Trying to make another video, I suppose. I've been studying for the past 5 hours, and apart from trolling Facebook every hour, I've just been sitting in my room. So I got bored again, decided to take a break and make a video because I haven't done that in a really long time. I'm wearing a hoodie because it's freaking cold in my room, partially because I like it like that when I study so I don't fall asleep, because the stuff that you have to do in first year university is so boring. There's one story that I want to go over later. It happened a couple of weeks ago, but I think it's a really interesting topic. But first off, I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. I can tell you guys already that this for undergrad for university is probably going to be the most stressful 4 years of my life, because I don't know if everybody knows, but I'm trying to get into medicine eventually later on. And like, holy shit, I am so stressed out, and I haven't even, like, all my midterms are next week, which is why I'm studying so hard right now. But like, I am stressed out. It is like, I don't even know how to describe it. The only thing that I've ever wanted to really do with my life is become a doctor. And it's not even for the money. Like, yeah, you make good money. It's nice. I'll be comfortable doing what I want, right? But and there goes my phone. But I like helping people. That's kind of why I want to be one. But the amount of work it takes is ridiculous, and it's frustrating that it takes so much. Like, going over bio for 5 hours, and haven't had an assignment for it yet. I don't write a test for next week, but that's been my life. I haven't stopped doing stuff in like the past couple of weeks. But the reason that I'm so stressed out is because, like, it's so fucking hard to get into med school. Like, to put it in perspective, you need like a 3.7 GPA to even be considered, and that's about 85%. So like, if you're below 85%, there's not even like any way. Well, there's, like, if you are really good at volunteering or you've done a lot of other crap, right? But like, they'll pretty much just throw your application out if you're under like 85%. So if that doesn't make it stressful enough, I don't, like, have a backup plan, I suppose. I'm pretty sure that no matter what I'm able to do, I'm gonna be able to make money. Like, I'm smart enough. I could, if I don't become a doctor, I can become an engineer, or I'm sure that there's tons of other things I can do with a bio degree. But that's not what I want to do. All I've ever wanted to do is be a doctor. So it's stressful that it's difficult to become one, and if your grades aren't up to par, you just can't be one. That's it. There's no easy way into med school. The only thing, like, the biggest tip to get in is basically just do your shit and know what you're studying. And like, I don't know the amount that I should know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do good on the test, but I can't guarantee myself anything, and that scares the crap out of me. And that's half the reason why I'm so motivated to do stuff right now. And the thing is I know that once you get to the interview portion of it, like, I'll be fine. I'm good at talking to people. I can pretty much justify my position on anything. But the fact of the matter is that, like, only 20% of people who actually apply even get an interview. And I, I can't I can't even, like, tell you how much that freaks me out, especially when you're going against people who have, like, when everybody who gets an interview has like a 90-95% average, what sets you apart from everybody else? And that's a question that I think I'm going to have to figure the answer out to pretty quick. Anyway, that rant is over, but the story I wanted to talk to you guys about today comes out of Georgia in the United States, where it's one of those questions again about capital punishment and the death penalty, and where should it be, and how should we use it, and if we should use it at all. And the case study is actually a really good one. And the case is about this man named Troy Davis. Now, how his case went is that 22 years ago there was a policeman that was shot. He was charged with it, even though there was never any physical evidence towards him. He was sentenced based on witness testimony, and there was 9 of them. And since then, 22 years ago, it's a long time, but since then, 7 of the 9 have recanted their testimony, which means that they were like, we're not so sure, or means that we were like, oh yeah, we were totally lying about that one. That was my bad. But he was actually executed on September 21st. So is it an okay thing that, even though you have no physical evidence whatsoever, and 7 out of 9 people who originally like testified against him have come out and said that they were wrong, is it an okay thing that you still execute this man? And the funny thing about it is that the judge said that the recanted testimonies don't really count. Like, so what the fuck? Like, how can they count enough to kill a guy, but they don't count enough to save his life? That doesn't make any sense to me. And the death penalty in and of itself is so screwed up. Is like we're gonna teach you not to kill people by punishing people by killing people. Where the logic doesn't happen. All you're gonna have is 2 dead dudes. That's all you get. That's all you get from that situation. And personally, I think that the worst thing you can do to somebody is to give them life in prison, because the asshole is always going to be looking over his shoulder. Like, what happens in prison? Like, you can get raped at any moment, or like you can beat up for stuff, or they catch you like doing drugs. It's terrible. It's a terrible life to live, right? So I think it's much more effective if you fuck with their mind as opposed to just killing them. Killing them is a way out. And maybe that was the best thing to happen to Davis, because like at least like nobody deserves a way out more than a guy who's been fighting for his freedom for 22, 23 years. And always looking over his shoulder. So, anyway, just another reason to show you guys how screwed up America is in their judicial system, even though ours kind of is as well. But, yeah, basically the bottom line of the story is that the state of Georgia doesn't really know if he actually killed this policeman or not, but everybody knows that the state of Georgia was able to murder Troy Davis. So, interesting thought. Interesting thought as well is that, like, the state, or like your country or whatever, is the only entity that can legally get away with murder, even though they don't have evidence. Oh, just something to chew on. Anyway, gotta get back to homework now, so thanks for listening, I guess, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.